Shall we start that over again? Hi, it's another lovely day in the Loire. Hot, but time for barbecues. The last episode I showed you how to make a beautiful ratatouille, a real French ratatouille with all the summer vegetables. And it's always good the next day. In fact, it's probably better. So today, we have friends over and we're barbecuing some chickens. Just some chicken legs, something simple. So here's what I've got. I've got 4 chicken, the French call them cuisses, they're thighs, with the bone in them obviously and the skin. And it's a trick I learned years ago for barbecuing, is that you want to take the chickens and put them in a steamer. One of these tulip steamers if you got it. The other ones work, of course. And just lay them in there just like you would anything else. I mean, this isn't rocket science, of course, but the point being is that when you do this, what you get is you get a lot of the fat off the chicken. You can put herbs under the skin. Basil is delicious. I wouldn't recommend it with this sauce I'm going to put on it, but just barbecued with basil. Stick it under the skin. As you'll see, it seizes down onto the meat, so the skin gets nice and crispy, and the herbs don't move around. Chicken's in the pan. Hot fire. Probably 3 minutes, maybe 5. You're not going to cook it. You're just getting the skin sealed down. Then you can take it off and marinate it. Or, as I'm going to do, I'm going to cover it with a coating of some lovely ingredients that I'll show you in a few seconds, as soon as my cameraman stops that fucking camera. Okay, here we are about, 4 minutes in. See how the color's changed? It's not cooked at all, but it's just, you got to be careful because the skin can be fragile. You don't want to tear it because you like that crisp, solid skin, especially if you have herbs underneath it. All right, so here's the chicken, and here's this sauce I've made, or the rub, barbecue kind of rub. This is harissa. It's a Tunisian, Algerian, Moroccan herb spice. They eat it with couscous and vegetables. I mix it with olive oil and sugar. Sounds weird, but the harissa is really sharply spiced and hot. The sugar sort of ameliorates that a bit, and the oil makes it spread nicely on the chicken. I do a whole chicken with it, stuffed with brined lemons. Brined lemons, and cover the whole thing. Cook it in directly on the barbecue, and it's a treat. I hope this will be just as good. I don't think I've ever done cuisses, but what the heck? If it works for one, it'll work for the other, right? Okay, so we've got our chicken here that we steamed earlier, and it's going in the middle of this barbecue. I cook it indirectly. That way, a lot less chance of flare-ups amongst family members. Brine chicken, what a difference. Cooks Illustrated taught me this lesson. Cup of rock salt, cup of sugar. I don't know, enough fucking water to cover the bowl. To fill the bowl up for your chicken parts. And brine it an hour a pound. You won't believe the difference. It's a delicious way to make cheap chicken taste better. I didn't do that with this one, but we'll pretend I did. Because this sauce is so good. So, 160, it says 180 for chicken all over the world. I live in France, and you could cook chicken to 180 degrees, and it's fucking shoe leather. I wouldn't eat it. Does that look good or what? Huh? Nice caramelization. I'm going to get criticism for some edifukimologist, but normally I never see a fly around my food. On the table is another matter. Those cocksuckers are there immediately. Like they tunnel up into the little joint right around in there. You come back and you have them put the cloche on top of it to keep the flies off. And we were in Tuscany years ago, and we bought a barbecue chicken. We had it down below, and we had a cat. We just came back from the vet. We had to deal with the cat. We came down, started to cut the chicken. In every fucking joint, there was a little nest of white eggs. Yuck! Well, just scrape them off and eat it. What the fuck? It's still good. Is that got it?
Yeah.
Did I give you enough?
Yes.
Huh? The end of another goddamn long edition of the show. We made ratatouille that we're going to have today with the couscous that we made as well, with a new barbecue chicken, which I've shown you already. So the end of this is just a simple thing. Cold, warm Mox Nix. Just sort of give it a good little bit of lemon, because it's going to just brighten it up. There's an awful lot of vegetables here, so don't be worried about a whole lemon in here. All you'll know is the goodness. Okay, so that's done. Now that I got a cleaner, what the fuck?
Yeah, right.
So the basil gets a touch. That fuck it, it's hard. Okay, there we go. That's it. So now we're going to go outside and have a thank you with lunch. Here we are in attendance for our two friends. We moved the table over here so we can show you a better vista of our sumptuous property that's always for rent. And here it is. It's a very simple meal, but it took 2 fucking days to make. A couple hours. That's all it was. But anyway, bon appetit, as our friend Julia used to say. Ciao.